Well, the FBI is now joining the investigation into what looks like a big case of trying to prevent folks from voting in the critical swing state of Florida. And it looks like most of those people are Republicans. The letters claim to be from the County Board of Elections and look very official, except for the Seattle postmark. So far, letters have been reported in 23 Florida counties. Even the chairman of the state Republican Party got one. And he joins me live now. Lenny Curry is the Florida Republican Party chair. Lenny, this is pretty stunning. So these letters say you may not be able to vote because you may not be a citizen and you may not be eligible, and they're trying to stop people from showing up at the polls. How many folks got these?
Well, they don't appear to be very widespread at this stage. I was actually traveling this week. I was down in Boca for the debate on Monday when I began hearing that donors were getting them and some elected officials at that stage. I got back into my hometown, Jacksonville, just for a short, brief period of time, went to my business office, which I spend very little time at these days, and had one of these letters. The irony is I'm not registered to vote where my business letter, this letter arrived. It's not that zip code. That's not where my voter registration is. So we don't know how widespread this is, but it's wrong, and people need to know that if they get this letter or they get any letter that's trying to intimidate them or discourage them, they need to just show up and vote.
Why do they believe that it's mostly Republican voters getting the letters?
Well, the first round of folks that reported this to their supervisors of elections in the various counties were Republicans. And in fact, they were Republican donors and elected officials. And I did get news last night, though, however, that some Democrats have received the letter as well. We just, again, don't know how widespread it is. We don't really know the strategy, because a super voter or a donor or a grassroots activist getting this letter is going to be smart enough to know that it's not valid and to go vote. The concern is, if this is widespread, that this may scare and intimidate some people.
Right. Don't listen to this. If you get one of these letters, do not listen to it, no matter what your party affiliation is. If it comes from some guy in Seattle without a return address, even if it looks official, you can't listen to it. So people need to check it very carefully. Is this voter fraud? The FBI is involved now.
Voter fraud, mail fraud. And look, here, this is the last 2 weeks of the election. This is the silly season. And we see all kind of stunts. But whatever political operative slime is pulling this off, I mean, I just don't know how they get up in the morning and look at themselves in the mirror or go to bed at night. It's wrong and it's illegal.
We heard that the UN was getting involved in some states to monitor the elections on the polling day, and that caused some controversy because, you got people from Kazakhstan coming over to monitor U.S. elections.
Right.
Could you use their help here? Are you interested in getting this UN group to help you in the state of Florida?
I don't think we need the UN's help, but look, we're about transparent elections, so anybody that wants to observe what we're up to, come to Florida. Our 67 supervisors are elected officials, and they're going to do the right thing on Election Day.
It's neck and neck right now. The Real Clear Politics average shows Romney up by 2 points. The Real Clear Politics average of all polls, so we will see. Lenny, thank you.
Always a pleasure.